Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Dave Moore here, coming at you with a video and with my favorite shirt, the Sage Dynamics 3% shirt. This video is going to be about my overall opinions on Appendix carry. As you know, I have been carrying Appendix for probably 2 to 3 weeks now, give or take a day or so, and it is a new carry style for me. I never really carried Appendix. I did have a Appendix style holster, but I never really used it. Being a new Appendix carrier, I kind of went into it knowing that I liked the carry style just because it's a good carry style. It's easy to draw from, easy to conceal and all that. And really my opinions are based from that. Being that, number one, it is easy to conceal. You can wear a tight shirt, you can wear anything really, and you can hide the gun. As you know, I conceal a full-size Glock. That's what I carry, and Appendix makes it even easier to conceal. And it was easy for me to conceal before, but now it's just that much easier, which is always a good thing. So concealability, you really can't beat it unless you're carrying like a little pocket gun or like an ankle gun or whatever. But I don't carry like that, and I don't think most of you carry like that anyway. So as far as concealability, I mean, it's a 10. You really cannot beat it. Like I said, full-size gun with this shirt, you can't see it, nobody can see it. I mean, it's awesome. Number two, I kind of like to call controllability, which is going to come into ease of use, and concealability is kind of going to play a part in this, but the overall category is controllability. What I mean by that is just being able to control your gun. If you ever go into a crowded area, like the NRA annual meeting, SHOT Show, or if you're going to a bar, and by bar, it is implied that you are not drinking, so just a disclaimer on that. We all know that. That's common sense. But going to a bar, concert, NRA annual meeting, whatever, just a place that's very crowded with a lot of people. And you've ever had to do like the whole like, excuse me, weave, and kind of, you know, like dip through people and try to go through, like if you're at a movie theater and you're trying to scoot by people on a seat. Well, with the gun here, you can pretty much control exactly where it is going to go. It is in your control, it is tucked into your body, so if you're moving through, you can kind of scoot it back and you can weave around and keep the gun away from people. Now that might not make a lot of sense, but it makes sense in my head. If you're to carry on the hip and you were to turn, if you're in a crowded room and you were to turn or whatever, you could ultimately whack someone with your gun. And I mean, how obvious is that when you turn and whack? They get hit with a hard object. That's what she said. So that might not make sense to you, but it kind of makes sense in my head, and I'm just kind of failing to explain it maybe. But controllability as far as maneuverability, getting it away from people, keeping it to yourself, and not really letting people know you have it. So concealability along with that. Like I said, I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Along with that, I forgot to mention was ease of use, i.e. drawing from the holster. Now, if you stand like me a lot of times with your hands in your pockets, sometimes it could be a negative, but with Appendix, it's very easy to get the gun, to get your shirt out of the way and get the gun. Whether you're doing it with your support hand and just hooking the shirt and moving it up, getting it out of the way, whether you're doing it with your weapon hand and just getting it out of the way, getting down on the gun, whether you're doing it two-handed, whatever, it's very easy to draw from. It's very easy to get that shirt out of the way. And part of it is, I don't know if you can tell, but the gun is very close to the body. So the t-shirt very rarely will get caught on that grip. When I carried on the hip, I had a lot of problems. Sometimes the gun or the shirt would get caught around that grip. As you can tell, you pull up, it can get caught around the grip there. But the other thing is retainability, being able to retain the firearm. If any of you have any experience in firearms retention, then you know that the basic steps are to trap the gun, drop your hips, and turn away. So I'm going to kind of try to explain it using sports here, even though I don't follow sports. If you ever played football, where do you get most of your power when you block? Right here. You always come up right into, tucked into your body, you get the most power here. If you're carrying a heavy object, do you carry it out here or do you carry it tucked into your body? So if that rings a bell, it means that you get all of your power from keeping it close to your body. So retaining the gun, you're going to have a hell of a lot of power pushing down right here and just squeezing down, because all of your power is held right here, and you can just power through it and get that gun away. So if someone's trying to grab it, you can just hit, dip, and get out of the way, and they're not going to get it. Even if they have a good grip, if you can overpower them and keep your power focused on that area, it ain't going to be a problem. Now, if you carry on the hip, which, you know, I've practiced retention on the hip, but what happens? You trap the gun. Well, what's going on right here? Excuse me. Your shoulder and your elbow right now are a liability, and you cannot get that much power from that position. It's just anatomy. It's just how the body works. So if somebody has a good grab on that gun and you're trying to hold it back here, even with two hands, how much power do you get from crossing this hand over? Barely any, right? So you lose a lot of power in retention right here. But if they're trying to grab here, you've got all that power, all of your strength, all of your force, excuse me again, right here, just pushing down that gun. As far as downfalls to it, I really can't think of many downfalls. The only downfalls that I can think of are if your body type doesn't allow you to carry appendix. And if that's the case, whether you have a gut or you have pain here or some type of issue where you can't carry the gun there, well, that's no problem. You can still use this holster. You can carry it in any position. The wedge and the belt claw, or belt hook, whatever they call it, will work just fine on the hip, in the waistband, or whatever position you want to carry it. It is designed for any carry position. It's just the concept of the holster that allows it to conceal so easily. But as of now, I am preferring the appendix carry, especially for summertime, warmer months when I'm trying to be a little sexier, so to speak. So really not many downfalls to it. Bending over, sitting down, being in a car is fine. One downfall though, I guess, would be when you're going to the bathroom, you have to take a piss. If you have the gun too far over, then when you try to unzip your pants to take a piss, you're going to have to pull it out around your holster because it's going to be in the way. So that's why I carry it. That's not the reason why I carry it off to the side, but carrying it off to the side gives you a straight path out of the zipper with no intrusions whatsoever. Overall, really, that's most of what I have. Like I said, easy to conceal, easy to control, very easy to draw from, and it's easy to retain if you have any knowledge of firearms retention. Like I said, those are the main categories, and hopefully this all made sense to you. I know it makes sense to me, but I hope that I verbally explained it well enough. So, like I said, if you're looking for a good in-the-waistband holster, definitely get the Raven Concealment Eidolon. And, I mean, that's really all I have to say about that. Other than that, though, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my videos with a friend if you think that they would like my content. And make sure you stop by Squared Away Surplus, check out our daily deals, our feature of the month, and become part of our loyalty program. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment down here in the comments section. But until then, keep shooting, guys.